Welcome to Blossom Music Center, the summer home of the Cleveland Orchestra. The brainchild of our fourth music director, George Sell, Blossom opened in 1968 amongst the rolling hills of what is now Cuyahoga Valley National Park. We're within the city limits of Cuyahoga Falls, about 25 miles south of Cleveland. Blossom was planned and built between 1966 and 1968 by the Musical Arts Association, the parent organization of the Cleveland Orchestra. George Sell had long wanted to provide year-round employment to musicians, in addition to expanding access with a larger audience space and summer programming. As early as 1965, the Board of Trustees of the Musical Arts Association realized the need for a summer home for the Cleveland Orchestra. Of the top 5 major orchestras in the United States, Cleveland was the only one without such a facility. Many factors had to be considered in choosing the proper site. The board wanted a park-like setting, accessible not only to Cleveland, but to other major metropolitan areas in northern Ohio. It therefore had to be adjacent to primary roadways, but far enough away that highway noise would not interfere with a concert. Similarly, commercial air routes had to be avoided. Their ideal setting would contain a natural depression or bowl, which would be utilized as a seating area, surrounded by gentle hills and woods, which would screen outside interference from the eyes and ears of concert audiences. After visiting more than 80 sites, in April of 1966, an acceptable site was selected and approved by the Board of Directors and George Sell. The site was within the boundaries of a band of planned parks and recreational facilities extending north of Akron along the banks of the Cuyahoga. The 1,500 surrounding acres had been set aside for man-made lakes, a country club, and a residential community, thus ensuring that the center would be isolated from commercial developments that might detract from the atmosphere of the area. Groundbreaking took place on July 2, 1967, and Blossom Music Center's inaugural concert took place 12.5 months later on July 19, 1968, as part of the 50th anniversary season of the Cleveland Orchestra. The name Blossom Music Center was chosen to honor the members of the Dudley S. Blossom family, who were principal contributors to the center and have been major supporters of the Cleveland Orchestra over the years. Dudley S. Blossom Sr. had been responsible for raising the money necessary for the creation of the orchestra's original endowment fund, which, together with a generous gift from John Long Severance, had made possible the construction of Severance Hall in 1930. At the heart of Blossom is the Blossom Pavilion, situated at the base of a natural bowl. The architect for this award-winning structure, widely celebrated for its distinctive architecture and superb acoustical qualities, was Peter Van Dyke, who also served as architect for the Blossom redevelopment project in 2003, with Christopher Jaffe as the acoustician. The pavilion is unique, both in concept and design. The convex, fan-shaped roof is covered with slate shingles and is approximately 1 3/4 acres in size. It has no interior supporting columns, but instead rests on a complex network of tubular steel pipe trusses, which contain no flat surfaces to reflect or distort sound within the pavilion. The seating capacity of the pavilion is 5,700, and another 13,500 patrons can be accommodated on the expansive hillside lawn seating area. Blossom grounds encompass a number of other unique facilities. Near the main entrance from Steele's Corners Road is Porthouse Theater. Here, summer theatrical productions are presented by the Porthouse Theater Company, a professional repertory company affiliated with Kent State University under the Kent Blossom Theater program. In addition to the Blossom Pavilion, the main grounds include the Blossom Grill, Night Grove, and Tasting Room. 3 landscaped gardens are also located on the main grounds. The Frank E. Joseph Garden was named in honor of the president of the Musical Arts Association at the time of Blossom's construction and opening. Emily's Garden was opened in 1992 to commemorate Emily Blossom, wife of Dudley S. Blossom Jr., and her many contributions to Blossom Music Center. New in 2003 was the addition of the Herbert E. Strawbridge Garden, named in memory of Musical Arts Association trustee and civic leader Herbert Strawbridge. Now, thousands of families come to Blossom each summer to hear the orchestra perform and enjoy picnics on the lawn. With the Under 18s Free program, which began in 2011, and other programs in the Center for Future Audiences, more than 20% of the orchestra's classical audience is under the age of 25. Thank you for joining us at Blossom, and we hope to see you this summer.